Man, now we rolling back with episode 24. Good buddy that we have, Brennon over here.
Good bunny.
Good bunny.
With Snow Bunny.
Well, actually, we're gonna totally go somewhere different. Where'd that start? The good boy.
It's
Have you heard that before?
Good boy?
Yeah. Where like you ask someone like, I'd be like, hey, Pate, can you grab my drink? Can you grab? I'd be like,
no,
good boy.
it's the officer that he's like.
Oh, that's
they
right.
do it to the officers. Yeah, like, what's your badge number?
He's like, I don't want to do it. He's like, what's your badge? He's like, good boy.
You seen that one where the guy's like, I want you to tell me I'm a good boy.
Dude, the internet's undefeated, bro. That shit's undefeated. Was gonna start off. I guess we can talk about some YouTube stuff. So you previously have done some YouTube stuff.
A little bit
before, yeah. How'd you like it? What were you doing? You were doing a lot of gym content.
We were doing like fitness stuff and more mental health. Based stuff. So every video we do, we try to implement a workout.
Yep.
A food, and then just like something talking about mental health, like how it improved our mental health or whatever.
Everything.
Like that.
Yeah. We were talking about that. So the last one me and you did.
Yeah,
that, like,
just me and you.
Yeah, that fitness is like 1.5 times better than any medication for mental health.
Oh yeah.
Which is, it's a huge statistic. I was watching Joe Rogan yesterday. He was talking about that if you could take like the feeling of after a workout and make it a pill, that everybody be, oh, this is the best drug ever,
Mm-hmm.
best everything like that, versus just going to the gym for 45 minutes and working out.
You know, the reasoning behind it is working out raises your testosterone. So the number one struggle in men these days is testosterone levels are too low.
Yeah. So, and doesn't it release like happy blood cells or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like endorphins and what's the other one?
Dopamine.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, they called it something.
And like testosterone too, like it rewards you with dopamine whenever you do something like hard or physical.
Yep.
So like every time you do a good lift or you do something really hard and exert stress on yourself, it releases that dopamine and
your body kind of respects itself a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After going through that struggle. Did you guys enjoy doing the YouTube stuff? I know it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Like editing those kind of videos. I mean, you have so many cuts and stops.
Yeah.
Mic's not working in a clip. You can't use it. Like so many different little headaches.
Yeah, because you guys used was it the Bluetooth clip-on mics?
Those little Rode
like
mics.
Yeah. Did those work pretty well for you?
Not with our camera.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Does Rode make a camera?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. I think they're
all
audio based. Yeah. We should come out with that or a partnership with like a brand. But
I'm sure they work better with certain ones.
Have it like a built-in mic on it.
Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people do, but yeah, that's got to be asked to get a good clip. And well, we did that. We had Drew on the Stacked supplements, and we filmed like 45 minutes or 60 minutes of conversation, and the camera didn't record.
Yeah.
It was just, we started at 7 at night too and finished at like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
It was like 10 o'clock, yeah.
Just for like an hour-long episode. Like we like to film for an hour and that's about it. And it was like 2.5 to 3 hours of filming. It was.
Well, that's with any kind of filming. You always run into something that's going to mess up.
Yeah. But that was the only time it ever happened too.
Yeah.
Like our camera just that one time didn't work. I don't know. I don't understand it. But and then what got you guys into filming, I guess?
I was really into watching Alex Eubank. So he kind of got me started on the whole working out and looking aesthetic.
Yeah.
So after that, we were just like, why don't we do it our own?
Like,
we think we're funny together.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So it's like, why wouldn't other people think we're funny?
Yeah.
A lot of it's consistency too.
Mm-hmm.
Like for on the podcast, well, like one for podcasting or editing, Pate handles all the stuff with that, but it's pretty minimal.
Yeah, we don't do any cuts or anything crazy. It's pretty raw, the footage we post.
Yeah.
It's just syncing up the audio and
then
adding a little thing at the beginning and the end. We're done.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. But yeah, what you guys, was it, Reed, did he do most of that stuff for you guys, or?
For the editing?
Yeah.
No, Harley edited it.
Oh, did it? Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we talked about that. The process of that. That's I couldn't do it.
We'd sit on a Friday night after filming 2 or 3 days, and we'd just sit there and put all the clips.
Yeah. Because then it's never good enough. Because the more you look at it, the more you find stuff you think is wrong, and
or you look at it and like, oh, this would be so much funnier if I did this.
Yeah.
Or like clip this way.
Or you say something bad, and it's like, I can't post that.
right, you gotta bleep that out.
You stutter for 3 seconds. And you're like, we're cutting that out.
Like, there's some videos on there. I go back and look at them sometimes. I'm like, why did I say that?
Dude, you should.
It hurts to watch.
Yeah, our first 3 probably episodes.
Yeah, they were awful.
God
so
awful.
bad.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Like after the first one, I contemplated ever doing another one again. I'm like, this stuff is so bad.
That's anybody though. Like, you go back and look at Mr. Beast's first YouTube video.
Yeah.
He's like, why would you want to post that?
Yeah. It's consistency though. That's like we try to do it every Sunday and then every Monday we release it. But it's
even the editing on the first one was so bad.
Yeah. Well, it took several hours. Well, then we didn't have several of the tools. Like there's AI tools out there and there's a good editing tool, but we didn't know how to use it, so we would go through and then have to clip here, then you got to match it, and then you got to go.
And our audio is recorded separately than the video, so we have to sync it up. We kept trying to use this one thing where it automatically syncs up, and it just wouldn't do it. And we were like, "Fuck!"
It looks like those movies that you're watching it and it's foreign.
It's dubbed.
Those are awful.
Yeah. So they're talking, but the mouth is like 3 words backwards.
I can't do it. The only one I've ever been able to do that on was Squid Games.
Yeah.
Squid Games is alright. Because there's just a lot of killing.
Well, that's because I looked at the subtitles.
Yeah. I'm not the best reader, so it's still difficult, but it's alright. Yeah, it's the YouTube thing's, it's fun. That's what we enjoy it, but the algorithm's weird. Our
shorts.
Yeah, shorts
are weird.
Yeah, which you guys posted a lot of shorts too, didn't you? As well? Or
I more took my Instagram stuff and posted it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't ever post anything for YouTube besides
that's
long videos.
That's the only thing. Did you find YouTube or Instagram to help YouTube at all? Because all we post on is...
Yeah, we're just on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got followers that are pretty
on
consistent...
Instagram already, yeah,
they'll click on... watch your videos.
Switch over that way. Yeah. Is there a reason you all don't do that stuff as much, or is it just...
Well, me and Harley don't really hang out. We live
That's what I was about
apart.
to say. That's work. Work probably gets in the way too. That's convenient for us is that we live in the same house, so it's pretty easy just to walk across the house and sit down and do something.
I would like to get back into making YouTube videos and all that. Just kind of takes stress off a lot of stuff.
I think it's fun too.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, and you can, especially I like the long form content. I like what you guys are mixing and what you do at the gym with mental health stuff, because you get to express real feeling and build an audience that likes to watch your stuff for what you're putting out there. Not you do some bullshit TikTok dance and or you're half these women don't wear any clothes and that's how they get their follow. That's so stupid. It doesn't bring any value. I like that aspect of especially with our YouTube channel isn't growing super fast, but I don't think you want it to grow too fast.
No, definitely
right? You kind of want to ease into it and then build a follower base that is there to watch you whatever the size is.
Yeah.
So I think we've been at it 4 months now.
Yeah.
Going on 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just slowly gets better and better.
Oh shit!
The content you make, that's the other thing. If you blow up really quick, the content that you start making, it's just not as good when you start out.
Yeah, and then you get a lot of bad people in your team, to the Hawk 2.0 girl. She's in a bunch of scandal for
that meme coin.
Yeah, she had
it's crazy.
old pump and dump. Yeah.
It's like Face Clan too. I was watching a video yesterday how they sold off their equity to this guy in Norway, and when they went public on the stock market, he tanked the stock, and they lost everything.
Yep. Lose all your fan base too that way. Nobody trusts you and stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun though. The internet today, can change your life.
Oh yeah.
There's it's weird because so many people like consume so much content across the world in a day, but it's like what is it after episode was it 20 that only 10% of podcasts film after episode 20?
Yeah, make it to the 20th episode.
Yeah. So it's like after like your third episode of podcasting, like it was like 46% of podcasters quit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was thinking like you gotta buy all this shit and then you go through it, you put it out there, and then after 3-4 you just stop. But I mean I get it. I
think a lot of it's like the embarrassment of like you put something out and it's like damn it's kind of shitty, and then you start like the first one versus like what we post now, night and day difference.
Well, talking too, like like I'm comfortable with talking with people, but like for an hour and a half, whatever it is, it was, and then we just did a paint night, and then it was so terrible. We didn't know what to talk about. It was just it was god awful.
It was
it's weird with the internet now. It's either 10-second clips that blow up or long podcasts. There's no like 20-minute video that blows up.
Right, yeah. Which I think people like, it's probably like the mindset then. Are you looking just to like sit down and watch them brain rot for like 20 minutes? Or like, do you want like, because like podcasting, you kind of learn who that person is. And like it's like you almost know them without knowing them. So like you go to that person for this experience. So I think that's why I like another thing about Joe Rogan, that he's the only really podcast I watch. But a lot of people go to him because he's just real, puts out raw footage and talks to a lot of different people, and then you know what to expect when you go look at that.
Yeah.
But
you're also learning from those other people that he brings on. So.
Yeah. He had some dude that come on the other day that brought back the wolf or some that's been extinct for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I don't know his name.
No, the wolf's name.
The dire wolf or whatever.
Yeah, the dire wolf. Yeah, was
he's working on bringing back like a mammoth, a dire wolf. And
no, he has 3 dire wolves right now. So the dire wolf has been extinct for 10,000 years.
It's some kind of like mammoth mouse. Right?
Yeah, and he's taken the genes of the dire wolf, the DNA, and then getting the code and having AI finish it. And then
how does AI even know that? And
then lab growing a dire wolf, and he has like 3 of them right now. And then
he's way bigger and stronger than a regular wolf.
I feel like I'm echoing. I can't barely hear myself. And then what he did is he took mammoth DNA and then mixed them with a mouse and created a mammoth mouse.
Basically, he's starting Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I've heard that's a thing, too, that people are trying.
Yeah, which is crazy.
But he was talking about it where, like, these,
I think they need to chill out. They're going to make either a Jurassic Park movie real or spit out another COVID.
Neither of those would be good.
Exactly.
Look at this thing.
That's been extinct?
No, like this is, so he took the DNA of a woolly mammoth and then combined it with a mouse, and then they come out with the woolly mammoth mouse. So like you can like see what the actual hair color was of woolly mammoths and stuff like that. And so with these mice, you can breed them and then like take out certain genes and like replace certain genes and stuff, and they'll be born in 22 days. So it's like a quick turnover, so you can see, what differences you can come up with. And this is what the dude made. So
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he took the genetics or DNA of a woolly mammoth and put them in a mouse. And then the dire wolves are extinct for 10,000 years. I don't even know how to... Dire wolf?
Dude, we're so close to living forever.
Look at these things, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So these dire wolves, and then which they didn't know, they learned that these dire wolves kind of have like a mane on the backside, which is pretty sweet too. But it's just crazy how we're bringing back animals from fucking extinct 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that place in Indonesia, I think? It's like a $10 billion animal place.
Probably like a private zoo or something like that?
It's like, Forrest Galante or whatever. He's in with the Nelk Boys a lot, but he went there and it's the first public video of this place, and they like have all these animals that are going extinct.
I believe it. Yeah.
And
It's like a big
endangered and
sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, look it up.
What is it called?
Look up Forest Galante animal.
Does he have like ligers?
I
you
think
seen
they
those?
said there was one there.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They're like 2 times bigger than a regular tiger.
Reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, they're so big.
Forest Galante Zoo.
Look
Or-
up animal sanctuary.
Animal. Let's see. Let me go to all, see what it is. So they have a bunch of. Is this who it is right here?
Yeah.
Animal. Yeah, that's pretty. So there's with these animal sanctuaries, like when you go down to Texas, they have more tigers in captivity in Texas, the state of Texas, than any tiger population in the wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So like Texas, you can go down there. There's no like laws of what animals you can have in captivity or not. So they just these bunch of rich people have tigers, which is crazy to me. The scary ones are the monkeys, because like have you ever heard about that? Like these monkeys will, when they grow up, they'll go like through like teenage years, like kids do, right? And like they'll stop listening to their owners and stuff like that, and some of them just absolutely kill people.
Go crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, when they get to the adult age, they'll just go
They're
wild.
strong as shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like strong as like 5 full-grown men or something crazy like that. Yeah.
Not
So-
you though.
No.
I still want one.
No, I do not want one. No interest in it. I think they're stupid. Like having a chimpanzee in your house is the stupidest thing ever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Be cool.
No, would not be cool. And they got to put diapers on them. Like I think it's so stupid.
And if you have kids, like
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, because they don't like kids.
Yeah.
And well, like you can teach them to do dishes and shit, and like ride in the car, open the car door, and like this one just opened the car door randomly, started running out and like attacking people and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was like, that's just wild. And the lady's like, oh no, it's no big deal. Like, let me just take it back home, and then just kept it in the house, and like this lady come to check on the monkey while like the owner was gone. And the monkey got out, went wild, and just started tearing apart the lady.
Yeah.
It's like this is crazy. But yeah, I want a pet raccoon though. You can't have that in Kentucky.
You can. You just can't get caught.
yeah,
Right.
legally.
That's right. I've not been able to find a baby one though to snatch. Looked at buying one in Tennessee. I think you can have them there, but they request of where you're living at, so you can't get around it.
You gotta buy another house
Yeah.
in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Get like an apartment in Tennessee.
Yeah. Get like little
Save you on taxes,
condo
too.
apartment.
Yeah, I could. Or have just someone in Tennessee that I know get me one. And just buy it from them.
Yeah.
Watch them do like a welfare check on the raccoon and not be there. That's crazy. That's good. We got a minute left. So, is it Kingdom? Is that what it is? Or Sanctuary or something like that?
It's in Indonesia. It should be one of his recent videos. You just look him up on YouTube or something.
I can't spell Indonesia. So I'm gonna attempt that between this segment. Yeah. We're just gonna probably end this segment right here on me getting made fun of because I can't spell, so. Alright, we're gonna say
Sound it out, dude.
Alright, we're back. We're not gonna continue talking about my spelling.
You brought it up.
Dude, it's a Michigan education. We've been over this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We'll talk about work. How's work been for you?
It's
'Cause
good.
You in line work, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What drew you to that career?
Honestly, money.
Well, that's
I knew nothing about it before I went to school.
yeah.
I'd never seen linemen working on the side of the road or anything.
Yeah, we got a good buddy that went through school and still doesn't know anything about it. But yeah, do you enjoy the work though? 'Cause
I love
know
it.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a lot of hours.
I
It's
love
hard work,
working
too.
outside.
Yeah. Work with the hands too.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been in storm before?
I have.
You have been in a storm. Where'd you end up going?
Well, I've traveled for storm, but we've had a lot of storm work.
Yeah, yeah. Because like with traveling, you can go up to like 16 hours a day or something crazy like that working.
Well, it's with the co-op where I'm at. It's 24 the first day. You can work straight through. After that, you got to go home. Then you can work 16. And off 8, 16.
Gotcha. So you work a full 24, then you're off a day?
You're off 8.
8 days?
And then come back for 16.
8 hours.
8 hours,
Yeah.
okay. Damn. Work 24 hours straight and you get 8 hour nap?
Yeah.
And then you go back to 16 hours. Yep. And then is it a hard cutoff at 16 or are you working past that sometimes?
No, you have to. 16 and you're gone.
Okay, yeah, that's what.
They call it timing out.
Yeah, it's like the UPS drivers with the union.
Yep.
Like, they'll be driving. Sometimes they gotta pull a truck around the side of the road and switch out drivers if you get close.
Same concept.
Yeah. How long you been doing this for?
2.5 years.
2.5. Okay, yeah. Was school similar to what the job entails? I'm sure with trade work it is pretty so.
Give or take.
Yeah, probably a lot better in a classroom.
Yeah.
Going to college.
Screw that.
Yeah, that's something. Do you go to college at all or just line school?
Just line school.
Yeah.
There's classwork at line school, but
Right.
it's for the job. It's not like you're doing math or science.
Yeah.
It's
For no reason.
yeah.
Just to look good on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff still. College was not something mom and dad offered. Like, oh, you can go to work and don't have to go to college. And I was like, oh, really? They're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I took that. It's there's a lot of jobs out there, especially I think when like AI starts taking stuff over. The trade jobs like lineman, that's not something that's gonna be easily replaced or ever replaced. So it's a lot of your trade works. The demand's just gonna keep going up. And you said money and money wise, it's just gonna keep going up that way. But yeah, no, it's you haven't rolled the bucket truck yet, have you?
I've not. No.
Okay, how about you this?
I don't plan on ever doing it.
Did you hear about that? Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He probably should tell the story, but he let's just say he was in a bucket truck when he wasn't supposed to, or with the guidance that he was supposed to have, and he flipped it.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was
so funny.
That's awful.
I mean, it's only funny because he's okay. But.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, nobody got hurt, but the his lineman boss, he got demoted quite heavily. Did get fired, which is crazy to me.
Very surprising.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's still probably a pretty high demand though for the job. Yeah, because our generation does not like to work though. That is or show up on time. That's a big thing.
That's the big thing. I mean, I gotta be at my work at 6.
Yeah, right.
So like most people aren't gonna want to do that.
Most people aren't getting up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's another thing why I think the money is always going to be there in that kind of industry. It's just going to keep going up. And then what company are you working for here in town?
It's Penny Raw Electric in Logan County.
Yeah, okay. And you enjoy working for them?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like you're treated right. So
that's a big thing is you may love the job, but if you don't even love the people, the company that you're working for, it's kind of difficult to show up every day.
Yeah.
Especially if it's 6 a.m. and doing manual labor. And then because you can move up in those jobs quite, I wouldn't say easily, but like there is a path of or trajectory upwards.
I mean, it's time. So like any trade work is, you got that apprentice program. So you got that 4 years where you're an apprentice. And then you get your card, your journeyman card. And then like 2 or 3 years after that, you can become a foreman. And then, then like office jobs after that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like getting your doctorate, but you're actually doing the job.
Yeah.
Not sitting in the classroom all the time. Yeah, that's which now, but does that 4 years, is that at the same company or just in general working?
So they're like different programs. So TVA, like they have all the big dams and everything. It's a program through them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So whatever company honors that
TVA,
program,
okay.
You have your same hours for it.
And so they roll over from company to company.
Yeah, they transfer.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then you see yourself doing this long term, I'm assuming?
For the next probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Then I want to open up some kind of business.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you'll be making good money and have, I wouldn't say life figured out, but you'll definitely have like a structure of what a home life looks like. Because, are you are you living in Logan County or
I live in Auburn.
Auburn, okay.
So it's in between both Bowling Green and
How far is the, I'm taking yours. How far is Bowling Green from Auburn, do you?
12 minutes.
Oh, shit. I was saying it's like 45 minutes away.
Nah, it ain't bad at all.
Oh. Now how far is Logan? You said Logan County?
Logan County is probably 20.
Okay. Shoot. I didn't grow up here, so I have no idea.
It's okay. I didn't know either.
Yeah, but that's kind of like car sales is that you don't really have to go to college for that type of thing. It's something that you can apply for. Obviously, learn there, but it's selling. You just start working. Essentially, you don't have to have any sort of degree. You don't have to be in finance. You don't have to have any finance degree. A lot of times, if you go to college for a finance degree, you can't just walk in a dealership and apply for a finance manager. You have to have sales experience. Which some people are like, well, I'm going to finance and I'll be able to get like a finance job at these, like any sales organization. Like that's not how, it really
Well, it's
works.
also crazy. Me and him were talking about this earlier. You go to school to be an accountant.
Right.
What do you not get?
Become an accountant or time.
You don't get your CPA.
Oh. So you got to get your CPA afterwards.
Yep. So you go to school, which you can go get your CPA right now.
Right. And
without
then
going to school.
Be an accountant.
Yep.
That way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, my biggest thing with college is that they make you finance it. Like you can't just pay it all up front. Like you got to pay it quarterly to kind of groom people into, and we talked about this before, grooming people into like making payments, getting comfortable with that and which is crazy. Some people, when they start drawing Social Security at like 62 or 65, they are getting deductions because they still owe money from college.
So much debt.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be debt $100,000 or something like that and get a salary of $50,000 for a job that pays. It's wild, I don't know.
It's a big scam.
Yeah, it's a big money market too, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go to college.
But then for some jobs like lawyer or doctor, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Or trade work, I mean, it makes sense. But then usually trade school is six.
Most of them are like 8 weeks.
12 weeks. Yeah,
Mine was long. Mine was 15 weeks.
Damn.
But it's the best in the country.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Price tag's probably a little bit
Where'd you
higher
go?
on that, or
SLTC.
Where's that at?
Chattanooga. I mean, it's.
Was it
15.
good schooling though?
It's good, but like the other schools did the same thing.
Yeah, that's what JT's was like 12 weeks, wasn't it? But he didn't go to Chattanooga. He
It was more
went
than 12. I thought it was like 16.
maybe. He wasn't gone long enough in my book. Yeah. Oh no, that's good though. My brother does HVAC and he does very well for himself. It's
That's what I started out doing.
Did you? Yeah. It's that's needed everywhere, especially here in Bowling Green. They're growing or building so many houses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like these electricians. Like I know one guy who owns an electrician company. He's like, yeah, I got to pick up the phone for the next 2 months and have work every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
good problem.
It is. Yeah. It definitely is a good problem. And then how is working being able to be balanced with either home life or gym life or eating and everything like that? Are you able to manage that time?
Mm-hmm. So like I wake up at 4:30 every morning, so I have time to eat, get ready, head off to work.
Yeah.
And then I get off at 3:30. So like I have all that extra time throughout the day.
Yep.
And I go to sleep at 10. Like I don't need a lot of sleep.
Right. Yeah. So time management still.
Mm-hmm.
That's one benefit of starting earlier, that you do get off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or we don't in sales. You don't start till like 9, so you don't get off till like 6 or 7. Which then that really doesn't leave much time unless you're doing stuff before work. But
which a lot of people don't.
No. Most people, like, we'll have our morning meeting at 8:30, and like if we have 7 salespeople, 4 to 5 will show up at like 8:28, 8:29, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's isn't it? Yeah, but it's our generation though. They a lot of them just want to have handed everything to them up front, and then put in minimal amounts of work or not do the extra work. They only want to do what their job entails, but it's, to each their own. To each their own. Because you were looking at doing bodybuilding.
Yeah, I started it.
Yeah.
I still kind of do it, but it's not.
Well, like prepping for a show, like you were at the start of prepping for a show. And what's the reason that you stopped that for now anyway?
Expensive.
Yeah, it is
It's gonna be
expensive.
$500 a month.
Yeah, for your coaching, isn't it? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's really expensive.
Yeah, Brandon's not that expensive.
Oh.
No, Brandon's like 100 to 150, depending on what you're doing with him.
A month.
A month. Yeah.
And this guy wasn't even a pro.
That's what I'll say. Yeah, 500 a month.
I think you're getting scammed.
Yeah.
I mean, you could buy a decent car with that a month, and that's just the training. Like, what was he offering? Like, what was he offering to make the value
It was
seem?
so like $250 a month was what I was paying, and then prep was $500.
What's the difference? Does he do anything different? Like,
it's like more in depth. Like every day you're swapping stuff, but I mean,
Yeah, but even everyday swapping stuff, how do you be able to figure out what works and what doesn't work?
Yeah.
When you're like your body doesn't, maybe like a 3 or 4 days, maybe drop your carbs a little bit or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's
yeah, it didn't seem right to me. So I was like, I just won't do it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
So
you
have
always
like,
get with somebody cheaper and then try it. But
would you have like check-ins every day with them or?
Yeah.
are they every day? Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense if he's checking on you every day.
Yeah, it's a lot more time from his perspective, but it's not worth $500 to me. Not a month.
No.
For what, 16 weeks?
Yeah, well, yeah, just for the cutting portion of it, now it's not even bulking.
$2,000 for prep.
Yeah.
Just for,
and the food's more
coaching.
expensive
Yeah,
too.
the food's insane.
100%. Then you get supplements, and then you get travel, and you get hotel, and you gotta get spray tan, then you gotta get everything for that.
Pay for your gym.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely an expensive hobby to have, and then the time too. It's legit another full-time job.
Yeah.
Because like, you gotta start incorporating food, and then when you get down to like the last couple of weeks, then you gotta start incorporating all your ingredients, like no salt here, no extra this, and then it's like legitly a 24-hour window that every hour has to be accounted for. Because it's like, okay, you ate your last meal, now you can just like fuck off for a couple hours. Well, no, you got to go to bed at this time to get this many hours of sleep, or else your body's not gonna respond. It's
definitely something I want to do.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know if that time I was trying it was right.
Probably. Yeah. Which your job is probably difficult too, because you probably don't have a microwave.
No.
I mean, don't they make those like microwave boxes that you can
Yeah, they
bring
make
with
like
you?
warm-up boxes that you can get. They're like battery.
Yeah.
Or you can stick it in like a car charger.
Yeah, and do it that way, but still, dude. I mean, you're climbing a pole. It's I mean, you can't just I gotta eat and hop down real quick. Or
Yeah, it's not something I can just put off, dude.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta go eat real quick. Let me hop off this real quick. But yeah, and then, well, then water too. Like you gotta, like there on peak week, I was drinking 2.5 or 2 3/4 gallons a day. So it's like you can't be on a pole just with like gallon jug hanging out the side. You just what I mean.
Or like,
Yes.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, it's just instead of pissing on the pool.
Oh, my second gallon. I gotta pee again, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's no joke, dude.
Yeah.
Before like 10 o'clock, I would have peed like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it gets pretty crazy. And then you cut back the water at the end of the week and then start taking a diuretic, so your body's just flushing everything out of it. But I mean, it's like how Brennon does it. He does it like that's his full time, so he does coaching full time, which I get it if you can make it work. But that's legitly be a professional bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Granted, some of them do have jobs outside of the bodybuilding, but it's a full time. It's a full time gig right there.
Even then, you'd have to bring like a suitcase to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
2 or 3 meals, something to warm it up in, and then a gallon and a half or 2 gallons of water, and then clothes for after the gym and all that. Like
It's a lot.
pre-workout, all your supplements, and then
Yeah, laundry gets crazy.
yeah, that's the other thing, dude. Working out every day.
You're wearing like 2 or 3 sets, especially if you do fasted cardio in the morning, go to work, and you have to hit the gym after.
Yeah.
If I did fasted cardio, I mean, I'd have to wake up at 2:00.
Yeah, yeah.
And drive 12 minutes.
Yep.
Do that hour.
Drive back.
Get ready, go work.
Come back, go to the gym. And then gas too. I mean, you're spending so much money in gas. It's and then really like when you're going through the 16-week prep into a show, most coaches prefer you to do fasted cardio.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a hefty one. But still, damn, $500. That's a lot, man.
A month.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't see any value. Like, but I always think like most coaches, you can just text them anytime. They're gonna respond to. It's not like it's not Friday. It's not check-in. We're not gonna text. You know, they still. But yeah, I don't know.
You're asking me too many questions. Like, leave me alone.
Like that's extra $50.
Just send the Venmo to Venmo me for that answer. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
Charging you by the hour, kid.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was going and doing the show was everything that I wanted it to be. Like the whole, getting the tan, going to the hotel, prepping there behind stage. It was kind of like surreal. It was exciting. Everybody back there is putting in the roughly same amount of time and effort and stuff like that. So it's cool talking to people that have been through pretty much the same thing you just went through. It's just afterwards. What I noticed the most afterwards is that you take the discipline of like meal prepping or just like
you keep it going.
Yeah, eating generally healthier throughout the day. You keep that going. Like I try to follow the rule like 80-20 or 85-15 of clean diet, 80 to 85%, and then whatever else I want after that.
Another reason I quit doing it, I would have to do it on the enhanced side of things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd kind of get screwed.
Yeah. Well, because even that it's even more time that needs to be put in there, right? Because it's enhancements is great, but you even got to like bump up your effort and time in the gym there to fully see the benefit. Because if you're not doing it, well, the next guy is that does have an office job or his parents help him out through it, or that's how he only makes money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be blasting it like I'm on 160.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like,
I'd be.
Yeah, right. But the other people are blasting it with it's a
little disadvantage there.
Yeah. Have you noticed different in gym performance from just natural tests to? Quite a bit. Yeah. There's so you're taking was it TRT? Taking 160 a week, which isn't terrible at all. That's pretty normal. But there's. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, there's some people taking like 500 a week.
600.
Yeah, and they're
7.
They're what, 19?
Yeah, and they're
20
like
years old. And
coach said my body's not responding enough. We're bumping it up. Or
it's like my test is at 1400, and I think we're gonna bump it up a little bit. I'm like,
there's no need.
No, like it's not. Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah. Like your test.
And they come up to you, they're like, I got my blood work back, and I have 3 times the amount of estrogen as one.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Right. And then,
but my test is at 1500.
Yeah. I'm like, coach said we're gonna up it next week, man. All right, we're talking about in between that muscle development at that young of age.
Yeah.
The people that we know, it's just you start blasting steroids at 18, 17, 20 years old. Your muscle's not fully developed. Your brain doesn't fully develop till the age of 25. Your body, especially for men, it's like 28 to 32 is when you hit your prime.
Yeah.
So it's just.
You see that in basketball players.
Yeah. It's just. I don't know. Is it? You think it's beneficial in the bodybuilding world to start that early, or? That's what I was gonna say. Like how old is C-Bum? Is he?
He's
like. Was he
30 yet?
I think he's late 20s, mid 30s.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 27, 28.
I think he started at 22.
Yeah, like his high school genetics were really good, but then when he was like.
But it still took him have a better part of a decade to get there.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, man.
And only won 3 in a row. Like what the? And then he quit.
5,
6, whatever.
No, it is 6.
Is it 6?
I think it was 6.
No, it's
I got the 3-peat shirt. You got the 4-peat.
I have the newest one. Is
It is
6
5. It is 5.
No, I think it's.
I think it might be 6.
Is it 6? It's so bad because I got the shirt.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I have to pay. I'm like, bro, you got to order
They'll
this.
both got the
But-
most recent shirts.
Yeah, I have the 4P and
I think it is 6.
It might be. I think people.
Yeah,
were saying,
because you went like this in the yeah.
Yeah, because people were saying Kobe.
But still, like, it took them that long to get that good.
Yeah.
Even with, like, great genetics and stuff.
And blasting.
And blasting, yeah.
Which he had like kidney issues too, did he not? Where in his off season he couldn't take as much stuff or take anything.
I don't know, but you remember when he was younger and he had that skin thing from all the tests he took, where it was like you press down and it would stay.
Doesn't that one dude that has it with that like the little ball in his?
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah.
He's like 22 and blasting the hell out of it.
That shit's crazy. It's like a Sam Sulek, but yeah. What does it say? 6 total consecutive wins.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Good for him. Good for him. He got out of it early though.
Mm-hmm.
On top, you see that a lot of fighters and stuff like that too. They'll be champion and then they'll lose and they'll just keep fighting until they lose out the rest of their career, which is kind of sad. But even example, look at Ryan Coleman. I mean, that dude can't walk at all. He messed up his back. What was he squatting, like 800 pounds or something?
I think he did 800 twice.
That's crazy. And he heard a pop and then did a couple more reps and then now he can't walk anymore.
And he's had so many surgeries. I think he's had like 30 or 40.
Yeah,
in his lower back, and sometimes that stuff ain't worth it, and a lot of it too. They banned all these steroids too. They make them illegal, where they're not really open to do research on them. They would be much healthier, and like peptides and stuff would be a lot healthier, and stem cells, everything like that. Instead of having to go to a different country to get the best, if they would just allow people to do research here, could be a lot safer for people, because just because it's illegal doesn't going to stop people from doing it. I mean,
dude, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's drug dealers essentially at every gym. You just go up to your biggest guys and they either know somebody to get it from or they're selling it themselves. It's like, I don't know.
I don't know anybody, guys.
Yeah, right. It's just
like, here's a number, text him this.
Right, and it's like his like burner phone.
Yeah, he's like, I'll send you a menu.
Yeah.
What do you want? Opens up the trench coat.
I've got it all. You just take a look, man. Yeah, it's my favorite's when the coaches ask you like, hey, how do you want to proceed forward? Like,
yeah, they like slide it in there like, hey, would you be interested in taking?
Yeah, like they're trying to sell you on it.
Are you
like,
open to this?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like
whenever I got with my coach, I told him I was like, I'm on TRT.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go any above that.
Right. Like
He slides it into the plan. He's like, we're gonna go PEDs, test 250 milligrams a week. I'm like, not doing it, buddy.
That's kind of. And then that's kind of hard to trust them because it's like your intentions aren't fully there, I think a lot of it with coaching, sticking with the same coach. Like if you find a good working relationship, sticking with the same coach is beneficial because they get to learn your body and everything like that.
Most definitely.
Because you've been with Brennon, what, 2 years?
a year and a half.
Yeah.
It'll be like a year and a half in October, I think.
Yeah. But then on another side too,
I'm like right up at a year.
when you have a coaching that does it full time and they also may or may not sell, it's hard to judge their character of like, is my health in your best interest or is you driving that brand new car? Yeah, you driving that brand new car and looking cool, or being able to say, yeah, like half the people in here are my, my clients or I, sell to, whatever. It's like, it gets a little shaky there, But, and then C-Bum's coach, doesn't he have like, with all his
Talking about Henny.
athletes, like how many Olympias that he's had?
It's up there.
He's
I think
got
it's like 30.
Yeah.
He's gotten everybody.
Yeah, either third, second, or first place. I mean, he's got a shit ton of first place.
Because he's got that Derek Lungsford. who wins all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously C-Bomb did 6 in a row. I mean, you know, do you know what made him such a good coach, or?
He's a good scout.
I don't know.
He's just on Instagram all day.
Yeah. That's potential right there.
Would you like free coaching? Look at that ass.
Yeah.
It's a dude. Striations are crazy. Let me finish.
He has like an app, FST7.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like $400.
Really?
But it's so good.
Oh, I believe it.
I tried it. I actually bought it for a year.
Did you? Yeah.
I used it. It's so good.
Yeah.
What else on it?
Like that, I see the value in that.
Yeah.
Though, right?
Which I assume that's what he kind of does with them. Because you look at his videos he does. Mm-hmm. He's like, this is the FST7 like superset. And it's
pretty like C-Bum doing it or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, if you're coaching these athletes that you've won 30 plus Olympias with, that makes sense. A $400 price tag per year.
One of the main things in there was like after you do a dumbbell press, get up, do a flex for 7 seconds. Get all the blood in there.
Yeah.
And then you do like 7 sets of that, and then after that you're fried.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Like next time you work out, whatever you're doing, like if you're hitting back, hit a lat spread
just
for 10 seconds in between sets.
I don't know about that. That sounds.
Imagine you go to failure doing it and just passing out and flexing so long. Well, yeah, that makes sense because I'll be seeing like C-Bum get done with the workout and go flex in the mirror right afterwards. Huh.
I did that with somebody. Who did I do that with? Matt. I think it was Matt. We were hitting like some kind of shoulder thing. He was just like, go flex your shoulders and hold it for 5 seconds. I was like, what?
It works, yeah.
He's like, you feel that? I'm like, sure. I don't know.
It's a difficult muscle to try to flex though.
Yeah, I was like, shoulders, really?
Like, how about like chest or back or legs or like
flex your shoulders?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. That's why I was like,
how do you, like maybe a back double bi, but flex your.
I feel like you just flex your arms.
Yeah, but that would just be your front delt, and then you're not doing your rear delt. That's some mad shit to say though. That's
flex your shoulders. It was something like that. I was like, huh?
It's like, but you're not making sense.
But I'll try it. Fuck it.
Sure, coach. Let me go try it out.
What do you say, kid?
Yeah. It's whole bodybuilding game is fun. It's just it teaches you a lot of discipline. Mm-hmm. I think lifelong discipline. It shows you that you can do it. But then, like we were talking about, like carrying the meal prepping, that's able to be carried over with normal life, which is nice. Best thing is fucking going from having to pay for all that food to then be able to buy normal groceries after.
Yeah.
That's
I'd say it is.
Yeah, we got lucky because we had a chicken plug there for a while.
Yeah.
Pate's family had a restaurant that we would get free chicken, so for years we would just
I just asked for it and like 40 pounds of chicken.
Yeah, at a time. Go. So like it was expensive, and we yet didn't even have to pay for half the meat, and it's a pricey thing.
It's a good deal. Yeah, my mom covered it, so it was just like
mom coming to clutch. She respected the grind. Yeah, it's like having a sponsorship. You need to get sponsored by somebody.
Dude, I've been trying to get sponsored by Stacked. I keep talking to Drew. I'm like, what, dude? Why don't you just sponsor me?
Some of them sponsors, them online sponsors, dude, ain't worth it.
No, because would you do that with Raw Gear?
Yeah, I was a Raw Gear athlete.
How was that? Or is that just like a numbers game? Like they want as many out there as possible to try to sell them?
Oh, dude, whenever I came on, there was like 70.
Yeah.
Just like all at once.
Like coming on, 70? Oh, wow.
And they gave everybody free stuff. I mean, I got probably $2,000 worth of free clothes. Just like over the time I was with them.
Uh-huh.
I didn't sell anything, dude. I mean,
yeah, did you have to sell stuff?
You're supposed to. I didn't like the clothes.
I didn't.
I was just there to be there.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Raw Gear because that's Bradley Martin, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really care for his content or anything like that.
I don't either.
Have you ever seen the video, the Take Me Down and Win $1,000? The wrestling dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you come in there and just absolutely ragdolled Bradley Martin in front of everybody.
260 though.
I'm 265, man.
Have you seen him with that little that kid? He's like 18, 19, and he talks like this, and then with the longer hair, and he's like, he talks to those girls. He's like, "Have you ever read a book? What book? Picture books don't count." And then, but he talked to Brad, and he's like, "So if I take steroids and get to 260, well, I'll be as dumb as you."
I think I do know who you're talking about.
Dude, that guy is.
He's got a point with that, though. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't like how Bradley Martin does like the OnlyFans girls. Like that's how he markets himself.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's a lot of clout chasing.
Yeah.
Like, you watch the videos, they're all filmed in his gym, which I don't even think the gym's that impressive. And it's all just content creators in there, you know, which I get it to an extent, but at least the gym doesn't look big enough to, I don't know, have you been there or not before? Just from seeing the outside of it, it looks just like a warehouse basically on the outside, and then you have, you know, sure it's a nice gym on the inside, but doesn't...
Nothing crazy.
No, it's nothing that you could go to a big city and find a nicer gym than what's shown there, which kind of was weird to me, but... And like the quality of the clothing, like you're saying, just wasn't... I'm a huge young LA guy.
Codedale.
Shit, I wish. Best thing, after I learned, gained a lot of respect when Joe Aesthetic passed away. They made an announcement that he was an athlete for Young LA, and you can still use code Joe, J-O, and all the proceeds from his code still go to his family.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, after seeing that, I'm like, yeah, that's respectable.
It's a very, very good, well-run company.
Yeah.
Something like that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Very worded wrong.
Their quality clothing's good too.
Yeah. Their clothes will last for years.
Yeah, and I wear them every week. You know, I bought way too much clothes of that.
Just some you're collecting.
Yeah, it's not.
He's always collecting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Stuffed animals are just weird. They keep popping up randomly. I got Funko Pops. I got too many of those.
I think the Amazon driver just stops here every day just in case.
It's a 50-50
even if there's no
chance
package for us. You know, they probably have one. Let's just go ahead and stop and check real quick.
Let's double check just in case the loaders didn't put. I don't know. Me and Jeff are pretty cool.
Like our mailbox is like the new stop sign for delivery people.
There's more coming. I got something coming Monday and Tuesday.
See,
but I don't go in store shopping. I don't know. I just order everything. Amazon's made it way too easy. They have taken over the online shopping market. Dude, you know what I've been thinking about is like how you can take a letter. I think I talked to you about this.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
And you can overnight ship it from across the country in a day. Like how doesn't that get lost? Have you ever thought about that?
I mean, yeah.
That just blows my mind.
How did it not get lost on carrier pigeon?
Yeah, but fuck that picture. I'm talking about like how does it go from New York to California overnight and not get lost?
They just take more care of it. Maybe the pilot's got it in his pocket. He's like,
I know, I double.
This has
like
to be there.
thousands and thousands and thousands.
In a specific pile, and then that's the one that gets taken out first.
Yeah, but is there that many letters going to the same place?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I've never sent a letter.
You never sent a package?
Not from my home.
That's crazy.
Like if you put it in your mailbox, put the little sign up.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours from when somebody picks that up to where it's at the other
Overnight
place.
shipping, yeah, essentially that's what it means. Like we do it from work. We use FedEx overnight where they'll pick it up at 4:00 and the next day, that next afternoon, someone in California will get whatever it is.
Like, is this pilot just like on call?
I think they're just running planes all the time.
I think it's really not as far as we think it is.
Probably. I mean, it's what's California, 4-hour flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they sound as bad. Maybe I'm just overthinking.
4 hours. I don't know about 4 hours.
It is 4 hours.
From here to there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here.
I think it's 4 hours in one of the directions, not the other one. Because, like, Vegas is, like, 8.
Well, the time in air is the same. Just because you change
what?
time zone.
Did my brother say it was 4 or it was 8?
I thought it was 8.
I think it might be 8. I think you're right.
Maybe.
I think Vegas is
Florida's like
4 or
2
5
hours, though.
Yeah, but you're going against the spin of the Earth. Because one way is faster than the other.
The spin of the Earth comes?
Yeah. The Earth is spinning.
No, it makes sense.
If you're going against the spin, you're going farther faster.
Yeah.
All right, keep making your point because you're fucking wrong.
But if you're going with the spin, I swear
that's not real.
What do you mean that's not real?
It has to be real.
Don't tell me you're a flat earther now.
No, I'm a round earther. But it's 4 hours and 22 minutes is what it's saying.
So it was.
Yeah, I'm right.
Both ways?
Yes, it doesn't.
Look it up. It's got to swap.
So you're hating on me because I'm
One
confused
of them's 8 hours.
how a letter can go across country overnight, and you're saying
I thought it was like 8. I swear. It's both ways?
That's probably how long it
I
takes.
gotta look it up.
I wonder what the drive is.
fucking 2 hours. No, the drive's like.
Gotta be like 24.
No, it's like 32 to 34 depending on where you're going in California. Because I've shipped a car there, and we got to see how many miles and how long it is.
It's almost 5 hours.
What, flying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you. It's not 8 hours, but yeah, no, shipping it, driving's like 32 hours.
What was I thinking about?
You're just being stupid, dude.
Maybe it's Hawaii I was thinking of.
A wee-wee?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
No, I think that's longer than 8 hours. Hawaii's in the middle of nowhere.
It is faster from Los Angeles to Nashville.
Hashtag
By
call
almost
for
an
America.
hour. By almost an hour. So I'm not
Yeah,
spewing
you're
nonsense.
you're still pretty stupid though.
Huh? No. Okay, I was wrong about the 4 to 8 hours, but I was right that it's faster one way than the other. Because of the spin of the Earth.
I'm gonna do some research on that and come back.
It just makes sense. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It does make sense.
You know, just disagreeing to disagree. I'm outnumbered here.
Yeah, flat earther.
Dude, what if the Earth was flat and you're just swimming one day and fucking fell off the sky?
Like, oops.
Oh shit.
Gosh, yeah. This just went too far.
I never understood the flat Earth concept.
No, they like brought them, like they brought like the top flat earthers and brought them to Antarctica and like seen the crest of the Earth and like was it like 80% or 90% of them come back and they like didn't, like they believed round Earth now.
Well, they even did that where they had the boards and holes in them.
Yeah,
the same spot.
Yeah. We got 30 seconds. We'll pause and come back for a little bit of segment, and then we gotta go work a little bit. What'd you figure out, Pate?
Huh?
What'd you figure out?
I was slightly right. And it's got something to do with the tailwinds and stuff, apparently.
I think that sounds a lot better.
I think we need to interview a pilot now. You know any? You haven't sold a car to a pilot yet?
No, I do know one, but he's flown for like 20 or 30 years for like Delta or something like that.
Oh, I love Delta.
He's a very talkative guy, so I mean, I don't know him personally. I don't sell him cars. He's just a client.
But you should ask him at least, like, how does that affect it?
Does like the rotational Earth reflect the times?
Yeah, of flight times.
I don't even think I want to ask him that because I think it's a waste of his time. I'm sure you could look it up.
Let's look it up.
You don't have to now.
Oh, I do. But, you know, we can continue with a different subject. And do some research.
I want to talk about we went turkey hunting this morning. First time ever going turkey hunting. We were, JT had, his name, Preston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we went hunting with him and JT this morning. First time ever turkey hunting, where I was going to shoot when I went when I was little with my dad, but they went the day before, heard them roosting in the morning, or coming off roost in the morning, a different side of the field. So we set up there. They're like 20 yards, 30 yards behind us, waking up, and then... Do you want to go ahead?
No, finish your story.
No, go ahead. It's a long story, so go ahead. I want to hear you say you're right, because you found something.
Okay, I'm technically right. It doesn't like directly influence it, but it does influence the winds that do influence the flight time.
What?
like we were saying, like he was saying the tailwinds.
Right.
Yeah, but those are created via the rotation of the Earth.
They have an influence.
They have an influence on that. Yes.
Right. So you're not technically.
Yeah.
Sure, you're right.
Because it's been. Yeah. Hey, so job, I'm technically right.
So we were hunting this morning, right? And.
Yeah. Just skips over.
We're out this morning. There's all three of us stacked up on this log here, and the one flew off the roost and was coming up. And we had a Jake and a hen out there, and Preston was using a 410 that his dad gave him, which is a pretty small shotgun for trying to kill a turkey. Yet folds him, as we thought, drops him right there. JT and I stand up, walk around out to the side of the field, and there's two more toms standing there. So JT and I drop both of them. So we're all like celebrating. We think we got 3 birds down, which you never really, like, a lot of times they'll double up, but it's kind of hard to triple up, you know, with 3 different people at one spot. And then we're all like celebrating, and that bird that Preston shoots gets up and takes off. And it's a huge field. And so Preston's shotgun was a 1 shot. I had 1 shell left in mine. That motherfucker's running so fast. And we ran for about 120 yards through a muddy field with boots on. And I started tasting the Red Bull that I drank that morning coming back up to. I stopped, it was probably 40, 50 yard shot. I shot, bird rolled over, it got back up again, ran right through pricker bushes. And so Preston and I go back down there, and he went down another 100 yards and started working the way back up. Well, he doesn't have a shotgun. And with turkeys, when they're shot, they'll pretty much go and hide until you almost step on them. Well, he nearly stepped on him with his left foot. Bird gets up, runs off the bluff. That's probably like a 30 or 40 foot drop. That's straight clay with all the rain.
Damn.
And so Preston ain't got a gun, so we get JT's gun up there. He slides down the hill, shoots it. Well, now the bird's in the water because there's a creek running behind it. And then so I have to go down there. I have to grab Preston by the back of his sweatshirt, hold him by a tree. He's on his belly off the side of the bank trying to grab the turkey by his hand. It was a good morning, but it was an eventful one. But we got 3 birds. Yeah, we got 3 birds. I don't think that'll, especially first time ever turkey hunting to get 3 birds like that. That'll obviously never happen again. And all done by 6:30 in the morning. So it was a quick, good hunt, fun one. So, but yeah, little thunder chickens. It was a good time. Are you doing much hunting or no?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Want to get back into it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's another pricey thing that takes up a lot of time.
So much money.
It is a lot of money.
So much.
It's a lot of money.
Especially if you get into like Sitka.
Oh yeah.
God. It's another collection I got.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Dude, these guys got into it, and they got lucky that JT was working at Cabela's. He was getting 50% off.
Oh my.
Or something crazy.
He was getting 55% off the total order.
Oh.
So everything, he was 55% off. He was a Sitka certified member. So at Cabela's, you can take a few tests to be a certified Sitka seller, but then you get 55% off total order with the code.
That's crazy.
We used the hell out of it. Like my brother was using it in Michigan, I was using it, he was using it.
Might as well.
Yeah, we had buddy. Shout out Sitka, and then
get scammed.
Yeah, right. But then you get in the habit of buying it. Well, you lose the code because you got a new job. But your habit's still there, and you got to get the itch. So then you start paying full price, which hurts.
Paying $200 for a hoodie.
Yeah, or
basically
a pair of waders is $1,000. I mean,
God.
They're good waders, but $1,000, that's steep, man. That's steep. You can go to Cabela's and buy cheap pair for $120.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Even that's expensive to me. Sheesh.
We ain't got it like you do.
This dude's gallon every day. I don't know. We ain't got it like him. Hashtag. You need to start filming that or something.
Steve will do it over there.
He needs to.
I'll tell you all some stories later. And some good ones.
I guess we can close this thing up. This guys got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, other than I was right about the Earth affecting flight times.
Leave it up to people watching. I think you're bullshitting, but
Dude, it's right here on the Google.
Pop it up on the screen.
yeah, you'll probably cut something out to post that on there. You're not directly right.
I'm not directly wrong either.
Right.
You got a point.
I'm in the gray. We're good.
Right. That's the best place to be.
In the friend zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right on the fence. Oh, that's crazy. But it does affect the wind patterns, which means it does affect flight time. So I'm right.
All right. Well, with that silence, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. You got anything else? You good?
I'm good.
All right. We're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate it, everybody. You guys have a good day.
Peace.